Shinny asks in the Twitch chat, you speak about being part of the writing now. Do you mean the lore itself or with Ada? Yes, both. I have done all of it. Yeah, I can at least tell you that like there was a lot of work done for a story for Satisfactory, but we basically, unfortunately, due to circumstances, had to do a hard reset. About a year and a half before 1.0, and we had to kind of we recycled a bunch of the stuff that we had made, but what you see in the game is about like 5% of what I had built. And this is one of those things that just happens with game dev. Like there's just so many things that happen to make that kind of just not work for us. It's an extremely complicated story, basically, that like I'm not sure I could ever do justice. But just like game dev is hard. A lot of things worked against us to make this happen. Some of it was like lack of experience. Some of it was just circumstance. Some of it was bad luck. But yeah, it was. So we kind of tried to do as much as we could within the time frame that we had. I mean, there were some things that, of course, didn't change, like having Ada and like Fix It as a company, and those things were kind of already established way earlier, and we just kind of did as much as we could within that. We even did a little bit more than we thought we could manage, like with the whole like alien artifacts and everything. Like that was me just trying to like squeeze in just a little bit of like rescued things like into the game, because I thought it would be just way more interesting to have some more to work with for the players, and just to have some sort of mystery going on. But yeah.
So even Choo Mother is
look, that one has a funny story, because like I have a specific program in which I generate the voice for Ada, and then I realized that I could put in the censoring bleeps like in when I generated things. So I was like, oh, I gotta make one message that has the bleep. I gotta make one, and since we're a game that's played by like children, there's like a certain rating that we have to adhere to, right? So I couldn't have Ada curse, really. So I was like, okay, so we're gonna sneak in one curse, but we're gonna censor it. And then I feel like the Choo Mother bleep was the best like fun reference I could sort of put in that I think also a lot of people would appreciate. And it turned out to be the right call, I think. So I had a lot of fun just like sneaking little things like that in.
Yeah, because like chat also points out that specific phrase is indeed some sort of alarm on many a stream at the moment. Among other things.
I mean, there's like sometimes you gotta like break your own rules just for fun, you know. And Ada cursing was one of those. I think that was interesting.